Hello everyone, welcome back to GeoMicros. So in today's video, we are going to learn about how to calculate for or detect line use line cover change detection. So on our previous video, we learned about how to calculate for change detection for the years that we focus on 2000 and 2024, and then today's video is focusing on the change that has been occurred between the years. Now we know the changes. We know the changes for 2000 and 2024, but how can we detect the changes that occur in maybe kilometer or in percentage? So let's quickly get into it. So first of all, you can go back to my channel and then look for the changes video. I have the video here, so you can just quickly visit the video and then you learn about how to calculate the change before you continue with the change detection. So after you calculate for the change, then you can calculate for the change detection. So let's quickly get into it. So first of all, you have to get your layer here. We have line use rank over 2024 and then line use rank over 2000. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to create a field for the 2 years. So first of all, let's start with the 2000. You click on it, you right click, then you go to attribute table. So on our attribute table, you see we have classes here, and then we have our value and a class value. So we are going to create two fields. That one will be line use line cover, and then one will be our value. So we are creating two fields here. So you click on this button here, the first button on your left, then you give it a name. So let's say line use line cover underscore 2000, and then you select your type. So because we are going to use a name or alphabet for it, we need to choose a text. Then on your length, the length is based on how you want the interval of your table or your field to be. So this one, I don't want my table to be all big because the names are just short. So you can change this 50 to, let's say, 30, or better still, you can change it to 25 or 35 or any interval of your choice. Then you click on OK. So now you can see our line use line cover for 2000 has been created here, but because I made a mistake, I make it 200. So if you made a mistake and then you want to go back, you just have to right click on it, then you delete the field. You click on yes, you delete the field, then you go back, then you click on your field, then you click, then you type your name, line use line cover underscore 2000, then your type will be your text, then your length 30, then you click on OK, and then the next field will be our value. So after creating your line use line cover 2000, the next field is your value. So the same process, add a field. On your field, you can type value 1. So let's say value 1, and then on your type, because this is value 1, and then this we are going to use a numerical value, let's say 1 2 3. So let that one, you just remain your short integer there, then you leave everything there default, and then you click on OK. So this interface will pop up because we leave a space between the value and the 1. The underscore will be created automatically. So if you don't want it automatically, you can just put your underscore there, then you click on yes, then our next value will be created. So we have our two value here. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to allow editing. Then we can type our class name here and then our value 1. So you right click on the layer, you go to edit field. On your edit field, you click on start editing. So now we can type our class name here. So our class name, we have water, body, biota, barren land, and agriculture and vegetation. So we are going to type all the names here. So the first one is water body. Then we have our biota. The next one is our barren land. And then we have our agricultural land here. then the last one is vegetation. And then our value 1, we are going to assign numerical value, that's 1 to, so our classes are 1 to 4 5, we have 5 classes here, so we are going to assign numerical value for them. So on your value 1, you just click on 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so after creating or typing all your lines and then your values, then you go to your editor here, then you save your edits, and then you stop editing. So if you don't have your editor here, you can go to your customize, and then you go to your customize, and then your extension. So if you click on extension, a pop-up will appear, then you can see your editor there, then you check it. So the next thing is we are going to do the same for year 2024. So that one too, let's right click, go to our attribute, then on this table option you click on it, you go to your add your field. So the same line use lang cover we use for 2000, we are going to use the same, but the name will be 2024 because we are dealing with 2024. Then you choose your text, then 30 as we did for the first one, and then we create our next field, that will be our value 1. So we have our value 1 here, and click on yes. So the same process, you go to edit future, start editing. On our start editing, we type the name there, our class's name there, you know, move to the next one, that's a build up, and the next one, agricultural land. And one thing you must know is it doesn't matter if how the classes have been arranged, there has been arranged in 2024 does not follow the same in 2000. It doesn't matter, everything will be okay if you calculate for your change detection. It doesn't matter if all the classes need to be matched. If water body is here, automatically water body is supposed to be here. It doesn't matter, so don't worry about that one. So our last class is vegetation, and then we type our value here. Okay, so the same process, we save our edits, then we stop our editing. So after creating your line use line cover and then your value, then we go to our toolbox. So on our toolbox, you go to conversion tool, as you can see conversion tool here. So on our conversion tool, you go to from raster, so you click on from raster. So on from raster, you choose from raster to polygon, and then before you can calculate for any analysis in ArcGIS software, you need to convert your data from raster to polygon before you can calculate for any so on our raster to polygon, we are first doing our 2000. So you click on the drop down on the input raster, you input your line use lang over 2000 there. Okay, so you input your line use lang over 2000, your input field, and then on your field, that's the optional, you choose your value 1 that's we created, and then you set your location where you want your work to be saved. So this one we are calculating for from raster to polygon, so we can just clear this one and then make our raster to polygon 2000, then you leave this one default, then you click on OK. So our raster to polygon for 2000 are running. So after running for your raster to polygon, we do the same for 2000. We do the same for 2024. So this is our raster to polygon for 2000. So let's do the same for 2024 before we move to the next step. So the same process, you click here, go to your 2024, then here you choose your value 1, then you set your location, so that's raster to polygon 2024, then you click on OK. So it will take a few moments for it to run. Alright, so we have our raster to polygon for 2024 and then our raster to polygon for 2025. So let's verify the results. You right click, you go to your attribute table. So on our attribute table, you see we have shape, ID, grid code, shape length, and then shape area. So we are focusing on the grid code. So we are going to decode this grid code. You see the grid code, you see we have some multiple values. We have 4 4 4 5 5 5 5. We are going to dissolve them, and then you can see from our dissolve from 1 to 5 or how it has been arranged in your data sets. So let's quickly get into it. So to dissolve our grid code, we have to go to our geoprocessing here, then we go to dissolve. Okay, so on our dissolve tab, this one we are doing for 2000 before 2024. So you click here, go to your raster to polygon. So this one we are not dealing with our land use land cover. This one we are dealing with our raster to polygon, the layer we just created. So you input future, you input your raster to polygon 2000, and then dissolve field, you choose grid code because we are dissolving grid code. And then this one we have raster to polygon 2000 dissolve. So this one I'm not changing the location, I'm just leaving out the default. Then you click on OK. Okay, so we have our dissolve here. Then let's do for the next one. After that, then we go and check our the final results for our dissolve. So the first one we did for 2000. This one we are doing it for 2024. The same grid code. And this one too, I'm leaving the location as a default. But if you want, you can change the location. Alright, so we have our dissolve for 2024 and then we have our dissolve for 2000. So let's go and then check the results for our dissolve field. Okay, so as you can see on our raster to polygon, on the grid code we have number of, you can see one was repeating itself, but we have dissolved them to make it as 1 to 5 as the value field, the value 1 we created. So you see we have our dissolve here. So after you create your dissolve, and then if you check the 2024 too, the same thing applies to it. We have our grid code here which has been dissolved. So after dissolving your 2 years, then you go to the same geoprocessing tool again, then you choose your intersect. So we are going to intersect the two. You see we have 2024, but we want to find the change between the two, so we need to intersect the two and then know the change. But before that, we need to create a field for our dissolve and then the two dissolve. So first of all, we need to go to our raster to polygon dissolve. This one we are not dealing with our raster to polygon. This one we are dealing with our dissolve field that we just created. So you right click on your dissolve field, you go to your attribute table, the same thing we did for the first one, but this one is a bit different. The same field, we have our line use rank over here for 2000, and then our type will be text, as I already told you, and then our length will be 30, and then our next layer is area. So this one we are calculating for area for 2000 and then area for 2024. So after calculating for area for the two, then we come back and then we intersect the two, then we find the changes. So the next one is area. So this one we just type area 22,000. Okay, so we have our land use land cover 2000, then our area here. So the area, I didn't set the type, so let's delete this field. Let's delete this field, and then so this is our area 2000. So your name, the name is area, and then the type, because it's area, you need to choose double. Why? Because we are calculating for area, and then area contain a decimal. We can, or yes, area contain a decimal, so we can have a 3 point something kilometer or 3 point something meter. So we need to choose double so that we can get our decimal point in it. So your area, you choose double, then you click on OK. Yes. So after getting your area and then your line use land cover, we are going to type the same name, the class name here, and then we calculate for our area. So as I told you, you right click on it, you go to edit, you go to start editing. So we type our classes here. So we have water body, built up barrier land. So here we have water body. We have our build type here. We have our build type here, and then we have our barrier line here. And then the next one is our agricultural land. We have our agricultural land here, and then our vegetation too is here. So after getting all your classes here, we have our water body, built up barrier line, agricultural and vegetation as shown on our line use land cover 2000. We are going to right click. You are going to right click on your area, then you go to calculate geometry. You click on calculate geometry. You see we have our area here, and then we have our use coordinates here. So you need to make sure your coordinate has been set. If your coordinate is not set, you can go to your data management tool, then you look for your coordinates, and then you set your coordinates. So this one, our coordinate has already been set. Now the unit here, so this one I'm using, you see we have acres, hectares, and then kilometers. So this one I'm focusing on kilometers, so this one will choose square kilometer. But if you are focusing on hectares, you choose hectare, and then if you are focusing on acres, you choose acres. So this one I'm focusing on kilometers, so I'm choosing kilometer, then I click on OK. So you can see I have my area here. This is my land use land cover, and then my area. So we are going to do the same thing for 2024 here. So you right click, you go to attribute table, you right click on your layer here, you go to your attribute table. On your attribute table, you set you go to your table field, that's the first button on your left. You click on the drop down arrow, you choose your field. Because okay, let me show you this. The reason why my field is not showing is that you see I allow edit here, but before that I didn't save my edit and then stop editing. That's why my field is not showing here. So before that, let's go back. Let me save the edit for 2000 and then stop editing. So after saving your editing and stop editing, you can go back, you go to your 2024 dissolve, you right click, you go to your attribute table. So on your attribute table, you go to this button here. Okay, so you go to this button here, then you go to add field. Now you can see my add field is active. So the first one is land use land cover 2024. Our type is double, as I already explained. Click on OK. The next field is our area. You choose your area here. Area 2024. Then the area should supposed to be double. I think I made a mistake on the land use land cover. This one's supposed to be test, and then I choose area, so I need to delete the field. Okay, so let me delete all the two field and then create it again. So add a field, land use land cover 2024. Then you choose test. Okay, then the next one is area. Then on your type, you choose the double, then you click on OK. So you are going to allow edit and then type our class's name there. So you allow edit, then you type this class's name here, water body, built up and agricultural land, and then the rest. So this one, you type our water body here. Then the next one is our built up. Then the next one is our agricultural land. And then we have our barren land here. Then we have our vegetation here. So after getting all your classes, you go to your area, you right click, you go to calculate geometry, you choose the same unit that you choose for the first one. So the first one I selected kilometer, square kilometer. Then you click on the drop down here and you choose your unit, then you click on OK. So this one to have my unit here. So after calculating for all your area for the 2 years, you are good to intersect them and then calculate for your change detection. So I have my dissolve here. So after getting all your dissolve for the 2 years, you go to your processing tool, then you go to intersect. So we are going to intersect the 2 years. So here we are choosing our dissolve, then our dissolve. So we are choosing 2024 dissolve and then to 2000 dissolve. Then you set your location. So this one too, I'm leaving it as default. Then you click on OK. Okay, so now we have our dissolve for the 2 years here. We have our dissolve for the 2 years. Okay, so you right click on your dissolve, then you go to your attribute table, so you can view your dissolve here. Okay, this is our intersects. Okay, Okay, so let me go back and then check this one if I did it right. So let me just remove this one from here. You go to your repository, choose your intersects. Okay, so I think I did it right, but the name supposed to be intersects. Okay. Alright, so I think I did it the first one, but because I didn't change the location, so the name was still dissolved. So this is our intersects. Then you right click, go to your attribute table. You can view all your intersects. So this one we are just combining the two. So this one we will be having our classes for 2000, classes for 2024, and then area for 2000, then area for 2024, and then after that we are going to calculate for our change detection, then area change. So as we can see here, we have our classes for 2000, and then area for 2000 for each of the classes, and then we have our classes for 2024, and then area for each of them. So this one, it doesn't we are not focusing on the shape length and the shape area. We are just focusing on our classes here. So this one we are going to create two fields. One will be our change detection, and then one will be our area change. So the area change will detect the changes occur between the 2 years, and then the change detection tool does the same thing. So this one we're going to create two fields. So before that, let me just save this one. I always forgot to save. So let me save this, and then we go to our field here and create this one. So this one will be our change detection. Our change detection will be here. So change detection will be tests, because we are going to use the classes. And then we have our tests, so that's okay. Then the next one will be our area change. So the area change is going to compute the change between the 2 years. Okay, so we have our area change here, which will be our double. Then we click on OK. Okay, so to compute our change detection, we have a formula that we use to compute our change detection, which I'm going to show you how to type the formula. So first of all, you have to right click on your change detection layer, then you go to field calculator. So this one we are using our field calculator to do this. Then this one we are using our main classes, not the intersect or not the dissolve. This one we are using our main classes, that is our land use rank over 2024, and then our land use rank over 2000. So this one you just locate your main layer, which is your land use rank over 2000, and land use rank over 2024, which I have mine here. So this one you just have to double click on the layer, then you can see it here. Then you double click on the next layer. So this one is 2024 plus minus plus 2000. So get the formula right. So we have our 2024 here, and then we have our 2000 here. So we have to get our plus here, and then we get our minus in between our plus. So it's land use rank over 2024 plus minus plus 2000, and then you need to add your inverted commas. Sorry. Okay, so you need to add your inverted commas here. Okay, so we have our inverted commas here. So it's land use rank over 2024 plus our inverted comma minus our inverted comma plus land use rank over 2000. So that's the formula for calculating for change detection between the 2 years. Then you click on OK. Okay, so as you can see, our change detection has already been created. Yes, so as you can see, we have our water body to water body, our water body to build up, water body to agriculture. And so this one is just showing how it has been changed. So after we calculate for our area change, you can see how the place has changed. So this one is just portray this one portrays how built up has changed to water body, and then how built up has changed to built up has changed to barren land, or built up has changed to agricultural land, and then how agricultural land has changed to agricultural land, how the agricultural land has changed to built up. So it's follow in that order. So let's calculate for our area change for the 2 years, and then you can see how it will look like. So our area change, the same format we use for our area change on our dissolve. So you right click on the layer, you go to calculate geometry, then you choose the same layer that you are using. So this one I'm using square kilometers, we already know. Then you choose your layer, then you click on OK. So as you can see, we have already and successfully calculated for our area change and change detection. So this one we can see how 2021 2000. So let's say if 2000 here was agricultural land, in 2024 it was changed to vegetation, or if here was agricultural land, in 2024 it was changed to built up. And then you can see the in percent kilometer here, how the place changed. And then so as you can see, we have our area change and then our change detection here. So after successfully calculate for your change detection, you need to export this one to your Excel and then create your pie chart or your line graph for further analysis. So this is how you calculate for your change detection. And then if you want to copy this one to your Excel, you just have to click on this one, then you select all. So you click on the first one here, then you select, or you drag your cursor to select all, then you right click here, then you go to copy selected. So under your copy selected, then you go to your Excel sheet where you want to place your data. Then okay, so now you have your data here, which you are going to use for your change detection. So you can just clear all this one if you are not using that one, or let me just delete it. Okay, so you can just use this tool to create your pie chart or your line graph. So you can select the tool, go to your insert, you go to recommended charts. So now you can see how the place has been changed, or so you can visualize your changes here. So as you can see, some are not shown because their values are too small, and then how the area has changed. So you can see how each of them is showing here. So this is how you calculate for your land use land cover changes. And then so the last one, we need to convert our layer back to you see, as we were starting, we convert from raster to polygon. So this one we are converting it back to polygon. So this one is from polygon to raster. So the layer is already in polygon, so we are converting back to raster. So this is what we are converting. So you go to your geoprocessing tool. So on your layer, you locate to raster here, and the same on your same conversion tool, you look for to raster. So you can see we have raster to polygon to raster here. You click on it, then you click here, you choose your intersect here, then on your object you choose your change detection, then this one you leave all the rest default, then you click on OK. Okay, so I think there is an error in the on our intercept execution. So let me check. Okay, so I think we are facing an error here, but better still, you can visualize our change here. You right click on your intersect, then you go to your properties. You right click on your intersect, you go to properties, and then you go to your symbology. Go to your symbology, then you go to categories. Okay, so you go to your categories, then you choose your change detection here, then you click on add all values. So you can see we have our change detection here, then you click on apply, or if you want to change the color here, you can do same, then you click on OK. So as you can see, we have visualized our change detection here. So as you can see, we have barrelland to barrelland, barrelland to built up to barrelland, vegetation to water body. So it doesn't matter if you are not converting it back to raster, you can better still use this method too. So there's two methods that you can use, so you can just use this method or you convert it back. So let me just uncheck this layer so that you can see how each of them is showing. Okay, so as you can see, we have our change detection here. So the next thing you need to do is you need to change the colors to the color that you use for your what do you call it, your classification. So you look for your colors, that the color that you use for your change detection or your classification. So this one, if you look at here, you have vegetation to vegetation, then you choose the color that you use to represent vegetation to vegetation. Okay, so as you can see, our vegetation to vegetation has been shown here, and then so let's look for other. So let's do for our agricultural land to agricultural land, and then see the difference, so that it can give you a clear knowledge on how you can do the rest. Okay, so as you can see, as you are changing the colors to the color that you used, you can see how everything is changing. So this one, if you want to change, so this one we have agriculture to barren land, so the color will be the barren land, the color that you use for barren land, because agriculture has changed to barren land, and then agriculture has changed to built up, so this one will be the color for built up. So you follow in that order. Okay, so how vegetation has changed, how agriculture has changed. So thank you very much for your attention. So this is how you calculate your change detection, and then you know how the area hasn't changed. So thank you very much for your attention, and then please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and then leave a comment so that I can do more videos on this. Thank you very much.